There was a question about iOS port. What I have working, I demoed it on an Instagram video or social media in general, is if we plug a small little device into the back of this machine, the user interface, say this, can run on that computer and then be accessible as a web page. And that works really nicely on any computer, any web browser, and it also works on iOS. Quick little demo here where I want to show you the decent Espresso machine application running on a Macintosh and on an iPad. Here's the app running in my web browser. This is Chrome, and you can see the way this is working is I've got the application here and I've got full control over it, and the speed of the interface is really okay. And when I go to start an espresso, the screen refreshes pretty nicely, and I can zoom while it's happening and get real-time view. So over here on my iPad, I'm going to open up the same thing. I hit zoom here and it goes to full screen. So here's the espresso we just had, and you can notice it's actually happening on both of these. These are echoing each other, and the interface is fairly fast as well here, and responsive, and you've got full control. Basically what we've done here is take the tablet app that's running on Android, we're running it on a computer. It can be Mac, Windows, Linux, whatever, and it sends it out as a web page, which you can then view on any web browser, so an iPad, Android, Windows, any computer, even your TV if you want. Anything with a web browser can now talk to the decent Espresso app, and this is coming soon. So that is the plan for iOS porting, is that you'll plug a box in the back of the machine, and then there will be eventually a dedicated app for iOS, but all it will be is what's called a web view, which is to say it'll just launch Safari full screen and automatically connect to that app running. And the reason I want to do that is because a key feature of this ecosystem is openness. Okay? Now, Android's got its problems, but openness is not one of them. Anyone can write an app, and that's why we're able to do this, and I don't have to get Google's permission. Now, with Apple, that is not the situation. If I write an app and Google doesn't like what I've done, then Apple will just ban it. And we've got lots of plans. Maybe we want to sell coffee beans through this thing. I don't know. Well, I'd have to get approval through Apple, and I'm not into that. So I'm also not into Apple deciding one day they don't like us, they pull the app, all your computers, all your tablets lose the app, and then you scream at me because Apple has pulled our app. So I am not giving up power to be on the Apple Store. I want to be really clear about that. We're going to make a web app. And the advantage of the web app is that when you go, for example, settings, app, skin, and there are all these skins that are here, that is not allowed on an Apple, right? You cannot have third-party stuff running on your tablet. And this is one of the great things about our ecosystem, is that we have really good skins. Damien's skin, the upcoming Metric skin from Barney, we have the Spence's dark skins, and I do not want to give those up. So the plan for the iOS port is a web app that you can then view on your iOS, so you still have the full functionality despite the fact that you're in the closed ecosystem of Apple. So that's my rant and solution to that. I don't have the link quickly here, but you'll see the latency for the app is really good. The way the app works remotely is as a MP4 interactive stream. And that is something that works in all current browsers, and it just feels like you're using the app, but you're in a web browser. And you can use a computer, use any device you want.